Warning: Gord explains mature scenarios and themes that some players may find distressing. This includes references to and depictions of alcohol, drug use, death, suicide, suffering, physical abuse, violence, violence towards children, self-harm, mental health, sacrifice, child sacrifice, disease, and phobias. Hello and welcome back, all of my clansfolk. Today we're going to be playing Gord, which is a settlement builder with a lot of horror aspects to it. It is based on, I believe, Polish and Slavic lore, where we have to survive in a world that is full of supernatural terrors, as well as natural ones. So let's get in and see how this goes. We're going to start the campaign. We are going to do a new campaign, and let's just watch this intro cinematic to begin with.
Over the years, Calanthea grew under my rule. My campaign to unite the South is almost over. As we speak, my son is directing our army against the remaining forces of the Southern Resistance. Once we're done there, we shall take the North. It's filled with all sorts of vile creatures, but also rich in the gold that I need. Only a few barbaric tribes are desperate enough to inhabit these lands. As my steward, you will have one of them at your disposal. The Tribe of the Dawn. Secure the Golden Route before our army arrives. My emissary Edwin will watch your progress. Fail me, and you will face a fate much worse than any of the savages you've ever fought before.
Okay, so we're going to be playing on standard. I have played one or two of the beginning missions of this game, simply to see what it was like. You know, get the controls under my hands. Right, that doesn't make sense, but yeah, you know what I mean. So I can understand the controls. It's very intuitive. Yeah, so we're going to go standard, and let's just do this.
The Tribe of the Dawn was always a humble community of Dabo worshippers. Their elder, Bogdan, is neither a warrior nor a strategist. When the Calanthians came with their threats and promises, they had no choice but to obey. They agreed to guide them through the Lysatian forests, hoping for peace and survival.
Here we are, steward. No wonder our king chose you for this mission. You're more than worthy of this disgusting land. Are you sure we're in the right place? Where is that meek old coward who calls himself a leader?
Welcome, my lord. I am Bogdan, elder of the Tribe of the Dawn. I will guide you through the Lysatian woods. But, if I may, where are your warriors?
The king's forces will come when the time is right. Until then, we are your new masters.
As pledged, my lord. My tribe will follow the orders of the king's steward. They are your people now. I trust you'll take good care of them.
We will, if they do their work. Did they find a place to set up camp?
Yes, sir. Our scouts have found a good spot for our first gourd. A nearby pond should provide enough reeds and food to start a small settlement.
Okay, up hand controls, movement, cameras, yeah.
My lord, please order our subjects to move. We should follow our scouts' footsteps. We are not safe here.
Subjects. Here you can see all of your living subjects with detailed information displayed on their portraits, such as their profession icon, health bar and sanity bar currently hidden, and current modifiers. Select one, select the other, select them all, tell them to reach the marked location. So the marked location is just over here. So let's just tell them to go there then. Here we go. Now, something that I do like about this game is, and it will be explained in a bit more detail later on, and that is they have a fear and a sanity meter, essentially. Because this place is dark, they hate not being in the light, and they hate supernatural things.
Wretched wolves! Those are the bodies of our scouts. There isn't much for us to bury, but it seems like one got away. With Dabo's help, he'll find his way back to us.
Okay, and the minimap. Census View provides you with additional tactical information about your surroundings, including highlighting enemies and interactive objects. Displaying sanity and faith, that's what I meant. Sanity and faith gain ranges, and displaying a selected subject's range of sight and hearing. Cool. And then this gives you lots of important information, so quests and whatnot. Cool. So I'm going to go over here just to have a look. Now, one thing I have noticed in this game is there's a lot of these little, I guess you'd say, nooks and crannies everywhere where you can find hidden pots of gold or resources. So it's always worthwhile just going off the beaten track to see what you can find. However, you've got to beware that with exploration comes the possibility that you're going to run into something that isn't quite friendly. So let's do this. Let's go up. Here we go. It's dark. I want to keep all of my people within the light of this one person with a torch. Going. Combat. Enemies can have multiple attacks, special abilities and buffs. Some may attack the closest subject, while others focus on the weakest. Use strategy, subject, professions, items and strengths to prevail in battle. Okay. So it looks like we're going to have a fight. Get in there. Kill him. Okay, awesome. So over here we do have these red herbs, and what they do allow us to do is they will be picked up, and as you can see, 30% health gained by anyone who picks them. So all of my people, apart from Saul, looks like they do need some healing. So we'll just do that. Anything else back here? Forager's hut. There is a torch here. Once again, your people do not like it when they are left to roam. Sorry, left to roam. They don't like it when they are not within the light of a torch. And as you can see, we've got some good eating and hunting over here. Let's go.
Sir, we've reached the pond our scouts told us about. It is indeed a fine location for a Gord. We have access to water, reeds, and other resources here. But first, let's build a palisade. These wooden walls will be the main defense of our new settlement.
Okay, so the upper panel shows the amount of resources. So we've got wood, reed, food, clay, iron, and gold. It also shows the game's 3 main parameters: the Gord's growth, the Gord's sanity, and the Gord's faith, which will be explained later in the campaign. Perfect. Wood and reed is used to build structures to their initial level. Okay, basic upkeep is food, so we have to make sure we don't run out. Prevents them from starving, which heavily influences their sanity, which will be introduced later in the campaign again. And gold is required by military professions. Clay and iron are used for upgrading structures. And then we have the bottom bar, which allows access to 3 important menus: the construction menu, the population menu, and the incantation menu. Okay, so obviously construction, we can build things. Population provides you a list with all your subjects, who you can group to our liking. The new birth progress bar shows how long you must wait for a new child to be born in your community. New birth progress is when there is more population capacity than people living in the settlement. And incantation is used for casting spells. Perfect. Okay, yep. So, we need to build a palisade. So, number 1, start building the palisade. Now, it has to be built with the majority of it within this area here, as you can see. And what we can do is we can actually drag it out to make it a little bigger, but we do have to be careful because we will run out, it will get too big. For example, if I move down here and then I try to move, there we go. It got too big. Yep. So now I can't move anything else without going too large to begin with. So, and construction requirements must be set in a visited area. Ponds can't be near or inside the palisade. Horrors cannot be near the Gord. No structure, creature, or enemy can be inside the palisade. Can't be too small, can't be too large. And gate, which is this part here, must be in an accessible area. We can rotate it as well if we want, so I'm just going to stick it up in this corner. And obviously here it tells you how much wood it's going to need to begin, so 179. Yeah, we'll stay with a check, I guess. And here they go. They will run out to build it. This is a pretty cool game. I like it. And as you can see, this is the overall build rates.
Good. The palisade will keep us safe. Now, we need to think of how to make use of the resources we have.
Hold on, old fool. This is just a minor stop on our way to the cartographer. He's waiting for us with instructions on how to reach the gold. I don't want to grow roots in this dump.
My lord, I promise we will move on as soon as we have fortified our current position. For now, I suggest building a lumber mill, a forager's hut, and a thatchery.
A lumber mill does sound useful. Fine then. But be quick about it, steward.
Yes, sir. Okay, so number 1, we need to build a lumber mill. So if we go down to construction, there we go. Where do we want this? Because we're going to have to go outside for wood, I'm going to say we're going to put it close to the entrance. There we go. And here are some others coming to build it. Look. So right now we only have 5 people in our settlement, which is perfect, and we have no incantations. Okay, professions determine what adults can and can't do. To switch the subject's profession, order them to a relevant structure with an available work slot. If they are a gatherer, they will automatically begin gathering if the desired resource is available on the visited part of the map. Okay, so just going to pause it here. So as you can see, this guy, he is a clay worker. This guy is a hunter, iron miner, scout, and a wheat farmer. Now, we don't have any of those, so what I want to do is I'm going to switch profession to a lumberjack. Okay. And now we can set where we want this to go. So, can we get all three of them? We can. Perfect. And you know what? We're just going to go... Huh. I'm guessing this is a level of what they can do it, so... Yep. There you go, my friend. You can start chopping wood. So he goes in. Now he comes back out as a lumberjack, and now he should start just going and chopping down. Yep. Perfect. Oh, we set him on manual gathering. Let's just set him on auto, and then he should just go wherever he needs to go. You know what? You are a scout. Let's keep you. And then you can go inside, and you can become... Yeah, you can also become a lumberjack. Get some of that lovely wood. Now, these resources are not infinite. So as you can see, there's only a certain amount of wood left in this tree before it disappears. And then they will have to venture outside the Gord. Okay. New structure. We need a thatchery. Thatchery allows people to go out and collect reeds. Now, we've got this big problem. You know what? Yeah. Because these guys have to go outside of the Gord. I'm going to make sure that I do it once again near the door, so it's not so hard, not so long to go and get reeds. Yeah. Yeah. And I think you can go in there. And you're a scout, so you can go in as well. Now, at the beginning of the game, it is a little bit hard because you do have such limited resources when it comes to manpower. So a lot of things do take a bit of time. There we are. Now, scouts are the only units that I'm aware of at the moment that actually carry torches into the darkness. So if you don't want your settlers to lose sanity when they're out, once again, you want them to stay within the light as long as possible. You might want to stick some scouts outside just to help them see. Yeah. And now, guys should be going, so let's just quickly speed this up.
I suppose you people are used to starvation, but I am not. Steward, order these peasants to bring me some food.
Sire, if I may, our people had some rations saved, but we will run out soon. We really need to start gathering food.
Okay, so obviously we need to eat. People lose sanity quickly. Food can be obtained by certain professions through trading or found by exploring the level. So what do we need to build now? Forager's hut. Perfect. Once again, let's put that one there. And I'm going to take Sold once he's finished building this. I'm actually going to take Sold and set him as a forager.
The Gord's expansion accelerated.
So he's going to go out and try and gather some food. Yep. So he'll go out and gather these mushrooms. And let's see how much food does he gather at a time. Because we're on 249, 48.
Sire, thank you for providing us with food. Even though starvation won't make us bleed, it will weigh heavily upon our subjects' mental state. If we neglect their sanity, they will flee our rule.
Insubordinance like that should be punishable by death. Feeble minds. In Calanthea, we would give our soldiers some wine to calm their nerves before the battle.
My lord, we don't have wine here, but we do pride ourselves on making a great drinking mead.
Ah, mead. Ah, mead. What a beautiful, beautiful drink.
Mead, you say? That doesn't sound too bad.
However, the basic comfort of staying within the range of a torchlight helps a lot in our sanity regeneration. Our scouts can provide light to everyone venturing outside of the palisade, but I would recommend to build both a meadery and scouts tower.
Yes, yes. But let's start with the meadery, shall we?
Okay, so sanity level 3, anxious. The Gord sanity represents the average mental health of all the subjects under your rule. It affects the pace at which new children are born, and most common Gord sanity influencing factors. So, okay, so Gord's food supply, as long as we still have food supply, they get +1 sanity a second. Subjects that are in the torchlight, once again, plus. Wounded subjects in darkness, burials, and such. Okay. To recover sanity and avoid experimental afflictions, try using yellow herbs or a meadery. You can also stand in light or near carvings, kill enemies, or receive wards in quests or trade-off choices. Cool. So, let's build this meadery first, shall we? And what's the special? Oh, burial grounds. Let's do the meadery. You know what? Let's put the meadery back here. There we go. And I've just realised we don't actually have anyone who can build it. So we've got more than enough food to last us for a little bit. So let's take Sald and make him start building. Huh. Oh, they automatically do it. Awesome. I did not realise that. And now they'll go back to their jobs. Cool. Now we need to assign someone to the meadery. I'm going to say, Reinhold, you can go to the meadery. Are you going to drink, or are you going to actually... Okay. Torchlight allows you to spot enemies in the eternal darkness. It also prevents your subjects from losing sanity. Make sure they don't stay in the dark for too long. And this is what I was talking about earlier on. So, there are a couple of random spots of light out there in the wilderness. Just random torches that I've discovered so far. However, the main source of sanity and light, well, light should I say, is going to be scouts. So it's a bit of a balancing act, and I really like it. Okay, so what do we need to do now? Build a scouts tower. Okay. Specials. Yeah, basic. Scouts tower. I'm gonna put it right here. Now, as far as
determination fills the hearts of the people.
I'm sure it does. Now, as far as I'm aware, it doesn't actually protect you. The Scouts Tower doesn't actually have any defensive properties. The only thing it does is allow you to set people as scouts, as a profession.
All right, old man. I know that hygiene isn't your best suit, but don't your people ever wash? Stuart and I could use a bath.
Yes, of course, my lord. Our balia is constructed in a way not only to provide hot water, but also make the best use of our healing herbs to regenerate people's health.
Huh? Heard that, Stuart? Order them to build it right away.
Subjects' health regenerates very slowly over time. If you need them to heal faster, use a balia, a reb, herb, hermit services, or an incantation. So let's do this. Advanced balia, which was there. I just want to see if there's anything else I can build apart from burial grounds. Oh. You know what? They gave me access to this. I'm going to the balia, which looks actually pretty damn nice. So we're going to pop that one over here. And this can be our little sanity health regeneration kind of area. But I'm also going to put down a burial ground, and I'm going to do it. Oh, it's a big one. It's a big one. Here. This is very cool.
Civilization advances.
It's very cool. They've got like this little honey thing there with bees around it. I just love the aesthetic of this game. Let's set him to go into the Balia.
One of our people came across some familiar tracks. We should search this area of the forest. Maybe, with Dabo's help, we'll find the scout who fled from the wolves.
We're about to finish the first scenario of the campaign mode. Once the last main objective is a given scenario is complete, you automatically transition to another scenario along with subjects, but the settlement you've built is going to be left behind. Cool. So, rescue the scout from the prison, and it is up here. Now, this does say loose stones. So we've got loose stones here, loose stones here. Broken cart, points of interest and things like that. So what I'm going to do is take my... How many am I going to take? We don't need any more reeds on this part. So what I'm going to do is turn you into a ranger. And as you can see, there's only so many people you can have as a profession to begin with. So I'm going to actually take these two rangers, because although your base subjects are able to fight and protect themselves, they are not as good as, say, scouts, and they are definitely not as good as, say, your trained soldiers. So what I'm going to do is go out here and just have a quick look around and see if there's anything special we can find. So we'll go this way to begin with, and as you can see down here, some loose stones. We've got 38 reeds for that. What's this? Loose stones again down here. It was 25 food. Anything else here? Nope, we can't go any further that way. Let's go and see if there's gold or something up here. I don't think there is, because we don't have any need for it in this mission to begin with. But it's always nice to have a wander around, maybe find something that we might be able to take with us to the next level. Or scenario, should I say. Food. Okay. Right, let's go up here, have a look. Once again, loose stones. And as you can see, small force, so... See, even things like wild boars can really mess you up. Ooh, Yulia almost died then. Yulia. You are definitely going to need those. There you are, your health is a bit better now. And as you can see, there are animals over here. You can see the little sign indicating that they can be heard. Let's have a look. What else is up? Oops, nope. I'm not messing around with any more balls. This last one's almost killed one of my settlers, and even though we don't have a lot of time, a lot left to do in this level, I don't want to make it any more harder than it already is. So what we're going to do is come over here. And we're going to go all the way up here and see what's over here. Because it did say we need to rescue him. Oh, Jesus. Uh-oh. Run! Oh, god damn. They died. That was not my best, that was not the best thing that could have happened there. All of you, follow me. If we hurry up, we can actually revive them so they're not going to die.
Our sister's sanity is plummeting.
Yes, okay. Let's quickly revive. Afflictions. Health is best regained by assigning a subject to the Balia. If the subject's health drops to 0, they will experience a physical affliction that can be healed by a hermit. If the health drops to 0 for a second time, the subject will die. Okay. Death. Leaving corpses around may affect your subject's sanity and health. To avoid that, move the corpses into the burial grounds before they rot. Shit. I may have fucked up this whole level. Okay, let's just do this level.
What is he blabbering on about? I can't understand a word.
He claims he was attacked by the wild folk, people of the forest. But they have never attacked us before, unless they were provoked.
Clearly they had a change of heart.
He says they're walking towards the Votinga River, west of here. I fear that they may raid our Gord.
Our cartographer was supposed to be west of here as well. We cannot lose him. Let's move. No.
Success! You led the first steps of our people in these hostile forests. We built a prosperous Gord and rescued our man trapped by savages. Now we need to repel the incoming wild folk raid. Okay, so I'm going to call it the video there for now. That was the first scenario. It was pretty short and sweet, but it gives you kind of like the outline of the entire game. It's very, very steeped in Slavic folklore, or at least it's, you know, it has a huge basis in that. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is going to be a full walkthrough series, regardless of whether we actually manage to get to the end or not. If our Gord and all of our people die, who knows, we might call it there. and just say this was a failed expedition, but if not, then we'll keep playing it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any suggestions of anything you want me to try and play or whatnot, let me know in the comments. If you have any suggestions for this, let me know. Otherwise, take care of yourselves, look after the clan, be awesome, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks.